shirt, 2, and 1 more. And then we're going to take the Dynaband. So grab a Dynaband and we're going to be adding on. Take the band overhead and then the band is going to pull down and wide. Now as you do this, we'll also get your calves going. So we're going to lift up your heels and we're going to do this breathing in through the nose, filling up the diaphragm, ribs, and the apex of the lungs. And we're adding the exhale through the nose. Good morning. Good morning. We're grabbing a Dynaband. We're taking the band out wide and low as we lift our heels. We're doing a couple things at once. You got it. And there's a little momentary balance at the heel raise. Let's take 5 more together. Take 4 and take 3, 2, and then 1 more. And then the band is going to go behind our upper back. So you can also grab the extra here and we're going to push out. And we'll go out, grab as much as you need to make it feel like you have some challenge to lengthen the elbows. It's not super easy. You want to feel like there's some work there. Go up with your heels if you can add that cue. 5, your neck is soft. 6, 7, 8, there it is, the triceps. 9, lengthening the elbows. 10, we're doing 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now the last 5 should feel like you are aware that your muscles are working, but you can finish out. 3, 2, 1 more. And we're going to use that band and stand on it in the middle. 1 heel is easier, 2 heels is a little harder. Double check that both of your ends are equal. And then we're going to bend our elbows and the hands are coming towards the shoulders. That is the cue that your shoulders are down the back. So you're not rounding your shoulders forward, your shoulders are down the back. Your knees are long and soft. We'll feel the muscles work on the up, the concentric, and we're going to feel the muscles work on the down. All right, 10 more. Look how tall you're standing the whole time. Full breath through the nose. Your wrists should feel neutral or like they're in line with your forearm. 17, good, picking up. 18, 19, and 20. Now step off a tricep press. 1 hand is at your head and 1 hand's at the low back. Now we're going to push up with your exhale. Neck is soft, but the ability to take the arms overhead. There you go, Jean. We'll do a Jean add-on. I like it. We'll do some calf raises if you're up for it. 6, love it. 7, top arm is lengthening. 8, 9, it's really important to be able to take your arms overhead and not avoid that range of motion for a healthy shoulder and a healthy neck. 13, 14, good. 15, 16, 17, and it should be feeling like it's getting harder. 18 to lengthen. 19, 1 more. 20. Now we're going to take this hand up. Good job. It kind of feels like you want to shake it out. Go for it because you've been working hard. The arm's been up. And we're going to push that top elbow straight. 3, 4, and your body's tall. We're also practicing posture while we're getting our muscles strong. 6, and breathing. 7, 8, there you go. 9, 10, the head is back. 11, 12, 13, long elbow. 14, 15, 16, 17, all right, hang in there for a few more. 18, 19, and we have 1 more. and relax. Good. Grab a sip if you'd like it. We're going to do shoulder raises, which is a lot of times it's a lighter band, like a green or a red, a green, maybe a yellow. Heel on, open up with your arm. Neck is soft. You're going to practice staying tall because we're doing a one-limbed move. Sometimes it's easier to shift, but you're practicing staying tall, so you're working on that core, staying integrated. Good. 9. Good. 10. The wrist should feel good. 11. I like how you're not leaning. 12. 13. 14. 15. You'll feel a little bit of tone. 16, knees will feel soft. 17, 18, 19. Now we're taking it to the other side. Grab the other heel, the band, go out. So you have about a 90-degree angle at your shoulder, depending on your body. 4, 5, but in a pain-free range of motion. 6, you want to feel that shoulder. 7, you want to feel your forearm. 8, you want to feel like your head's against an imaginary wall, so the ear's in line with the shoulder from the side view. 12, good. 13, feel your strong arm. 15, yep, staying tall. 16, 17, yep, we'll slow it down a little bit on the return. 18, 19, 20. Now the other heel and the other hand. We're going to the front. Let your heel on. We're building strong shoulders. 2, good. 3, 4, and notice how you're controlling it on the way down. 5, so you get some benefit on the up and on the down. Good. Head against a wall. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, here we go on the other side. Your heel. Now, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. You should feel this. 8, 9, 10. Full breath. 11 and 12. Body is integrated. 13. Ribs over hips. 14. Clavicle over ribs. 15, 16, 17, 18. Should feel like it's a little hard now. 19, and then 20. Grab a sip. Good job. We're going to take a little shoulder stretch. So for now, I'm going to have us just take a band, kind of like the letter Y, go up and back, then go up and forward. So this is a shoulder stretch. This is a dynamic shoulder stretch. It's very important to be able to take your arms overhead to keep the neck and shoulder healthy. So the ability to reach overhead. Now keep that. This is like a Y. Breathe. We're going to do a different angle as well, a little lower. Now the head might be tempted to pull forward, but you're going to keep it back. Breathe in. Now a little lower. Yes, so you feel different stretches. You have 3 different pec attachments, so we're trying to get all of them so their arms are not tempted to be drawn forward. Let's do one more here. Let's go low. And then let that go. And we're still going to use a band, but we're going to have a seat. So I'm going to encourage you to go for a challenge where you go down on the floor without using your hands. Now I'm going to go to a heavier band. For me, it's a purple, whatever your heaviest band is, or 2 bands together. Catch your feet, wrap the band like an X, walk your fingers forward. So we're going to pull, remove that, and pull. Exhale. I'm drawing the elbows in by the ribs. You're practicing forward head prevention here just by sitting up and your ear being in line with the shoulder. Jawline parallel to the floor. Good, Jean. Good, Karen. Good, Julie. Good, Betty. Good, everybody. Exhale. Full breath. Good. Everyone's posture looks good, but if you were having a day where you felt like your back was rounded, maybe your hips were tight, then it's okay to sit on a pillow to get the pelvis in a healthy place for the spine to be erect. All right, we're taking 10 more. Pull. 2, 3. You want to feel like it's getting harder. 4, you can do it, but it's more challenging. 6. The great thing about bands is they're pretty high benefit with pretty low risk. 3, 2, 1. Now what we're going to do is just kind of shake out the hands, let them go. We're going to add a little rotation. So you're going to look over your shoulder. This is a stretch. Now breathe in, and I'm opening up the arms. It kind of helps tell the spine to lift, and go to the other rotation. And then when you come forward again, we're going to go back to the rows, but we're going to do right, left, right, left. So hold on to your band. Make sure it's good around your feet. Rotate right and pull. Rotate left and pull. Rotate right. Rotate left. Exhale. So this is for your thoracic spine. The rotation available in your thoracic spine is associated with the body's ability to stay upright, the erect spine. So we're going to do 10 more. 9. You want to try to feel like you're evenly rotating. 7. 6. You might feel one side feels easier. 4. Try to feel like they're even. 1 more each. And then release that, and we're going to take a sip and a little stretch that also helps. I'm going to just change my legs. You can change yours if you'd like. It's really important to be able to sit on the floor in different positions. So you'll just notice I'll change the legs. You can change them to a different position. It should be very easy and comfortable to get on the floor. So that's why we do mix up floor work. Now go inhaling up and exhaling over. We're trying to stretch out that side. It's really important to be able to lengthen your arms overhead. It helps with preventing neck pain and shoulder function. 5, 4, breathe into that rib cage. 3, this prevents rounded shoulders. 2, and then 1, and then come back. Now you can just give yourself an informal release of tension. You're going to want a band that's not as heavy, probably a medium band, and place it around the feet. So like a red if you have that. You're going to put your elbows by your rib cage, open up your forearms. Now this is external rotation. You want to feel like the arm bone is in the right place first, so you don't want to feel like you're sagging or elevated. You want to feel like the bone, the arm bone, the humerus is in a secure place, being stabilized by the rotator cuffs, and then you add the external rotation. So your wrists are also neutral. So if you were to look down at them, they look like they're in a safe place. They're not wildly bending or extending. So stay upright. Good. Open the door of your arm and take 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Uncross the band. And then you're going to, so the bands are parallel. You're going to put the arms beside your hips. And then let's pull low, like you're the V, like your arms are a V. You're tall. The back body should feel like it's warm or working. Good. And notice you regulate the range of motion. You're pulling as hard as you're able to. You're challenging yourself to go a half an inch further than your brain might initially go. And you're doing this without poking the head forward. You're doing this with the stable spine. Triceps should be feeling it. Belly's feeling it. lats, rear deltoid. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to let that go for a minute. I'm going to turn so you can see me. Take one arm up and pull it back. Take one arm up and put it back. Now lift up your heart. You're light on your hands. This is more about your upper back getting a stretch and extension. Lift your heart. 5. Make sure your neck feels safe. You might imagine you have a pomegranate underneath your neck or your chin. 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale. Grab a sip. You're doing great. We're going to do another band exercise seated. So we're going to take the band in front, or sorry, the legs in front, band around. Now look at how I'm kind of like a letter T. I'm going to open up like a letter T. 20 rear flies. Good. 4, 5, you got it. 6, 7, 8. If you can handle, if you want one more cue, you can spread out your toes here and activate those arch muscles. All right, 8, 7, good lifting. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Give yourself a little shake. Now I'm going to grab a little bit more band. Bend the elbows, and I'm going to turn actually. Bend the elbows, and this is level 1 for the biceps. If you want an ab crunch and you do not have osteoporosis, you can lean back. If you have osteoporosis, you're going to stay upright. Good. Exhale. See how you can manipulate the elbows. And then open up your hands. Separate your hands a little bit so they're not touching each other. Yeah. Okay, take 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Nice job. Now this one, you can grab a sip if you'd like. This one is going to be a breaststroke. Sit any way you want. So what I do is just, encourage you to mix it up. So this time I'll just sit like I'm kneeling. You can sit however you want. You can also kneel if you need or stand, but this is going to be a breaststroke. So what we're doing is just encouraging mobility. That looks good, Karen. So forward, the first one, you may have to adjust, so it's okay. Push around. Push around. You're tall. Go forward and around. 5, 6, 7. Good, Betty. 8, 9, 10. All right, now we go out. This one's a little harder because you're starting with tension out. 2, and try to keep it out. 3, and big. 4, 5. Nothing should hurt in the shoulder joint. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Awesome. Let that go. Good. Hold hands and massage them. Grip strength is a very important predictor of longevity. We're working our grip, but we're also going to take care of our hands. Pull the hands low, and that's going to feel like the hands are stretching. Good. And so now we're doing a prayer pose low. Breathe in, and I'm going to encourage you to stand up without using your hands. This is a functional youth test for longevity. You can stand up. If you have to use your hands, just count and try to make it less each time. We're going to be grabbing a hand weight that lets you go out to the side like a letter T. So it could be 4 to 7 pound weight out to the side. You'll know. 3, and just remember you can always put one set of weights down and grab another set. 5, good. 6, and this is shoulders. 7, we need healthy shoulders. 8, 9, 10. Now we're doing 10 more, and again, if you need to, grab a different weight, that's fine, but you would like to feel like it's challenging towards the final reps. We're growing muscle and bones, and we're growing neural pathways. This is really good for the brain. 3 more. 2, Now one more. Now leave the hand weights here, and I want you to gently shrug your shoulders up and down. Shrug up and down, and up and down. We want to move the scapula, and we want to feel like the upper traps are getting some stimulation. They help the shoulder reach overhead, and when they aren't strong enough to reach overhead, it puts the shoulder in an inopportune position, and there's more likely to be a tear or impingement. So we're just, those scapula, you heard me say it in Pilates, they should glide. They aren't rigidly fixed to the back. Nice. Now take a moment, and we're going to dig those weights down and take a stretch called the cow face, but if that's too hard for you, then just do one of the arms. So here's cow face. I'm trying to touch the fingers, and if you would like a balance challenge, add your foot up. So here we go, and hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, Betty, 9. Lower the foot, and let's switch the hands. So I'm trying to touch the fingers, and then if you feel settled, when you feel settled, come into tree. One-legged balance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 8. Good, Jean. 9. Breathe in, and then 10. Nice job. Grab your weights that allow you to go overhead. Overhead might be 3 to 6 pounds, 3 to 8 pounds. Go up. Again, you can always change the weight, but we do want to have the ability to lift overhead. We do want to have the ability. Good. 5, strong shoulders help support a strong neck, because the neck doesn't have to pick up the slack of the shoulders. Good. And it doesn't force the neck to act when it's not meant to. So we want to have these strong shoulders. We want to have a good feeling neck. Now you will also feel a little bit of ab tone near your ribs. That's going to help. The abs are helping your low back from getting overly inward arched. So you'll feel a few things working, even your balance muscles when your arms are overhead. 3 more. Feel the muscles around your ankles stabilizing you. Now we're lowering those down. Perfect job. This is another stretch that's for the shoulders and the posture. So can you put your fingers together behind you, palms together? Now this is prayer pose. If not, do it in front, but we are going to add dynamic balance. Try 3 circles without touching, and 3 circles the other way without touching. Ability to balance for a minute is strongly associated with not falling that same year. So you want to be able to do one-legged balance. 3 each way. Feel how your other ankle is kicking in contractions to help you stand. Divine wisdom in that body. Good. Now we're just going to shake it out with a little roll here. A circle with your hands. Nice. Let those hands go. And shake it out. Now we're going to be adding a weight that we can do some bicep curls. So you're probably a little bit stronger here. So I'd say 5 to 10. And we can start with a hammer. If the wrist or the elbow or anything that you have going on prefer supinated, you can do that. I just like to mix it up for us so that your body is very familiar with different options. You're bending the elbow here. Yeah, lower. Good. Now there is a tendency for bodies to help. We just want the elbows to do this right now. You can check your neck. It's not getting congested. Your jaw is not getting congested. Good. That's a really good posture. Good, Karen. I like how you're not flinging the arms down into hyperextension. Good. All right. 5 more. Good. I like it. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Now I want you to either stay here and do calf raises, or you can do a squat, but I want you to find out what you need And it could be that your squat's only 2 inches. You know, you want to be, that's good for you. You don't want to totally avoid bending your knees if something's going on with your lower body. We want to keep those joints moving. We'll just try to keep it in healthy range of motion. So I always think this is like a suitcase you're picking up with each hand. So 3 more. Each leg should feel like it's even. If you had a scale under each foot, would it each read half your body weight? All right, we're gonna let that go. Let those hand weights go. Nice. And we're gonna take a little fuller stretch called half moon, standing. And when you cross the foot, it's got a little bit more of that lateral hip. Breathe in, and we're gonna add to this. Rotate down. Rotate up. Go up. Now the foot crosses. Go up. Breathe in. Rotate down. And then rotate up. And then gently come down. Nice job. I would like to do a tricep exercise. It looks like this behind you. If that's not going to work out, you can also do tricep push-ups on the wall as a backup plan. You can grab 2 weights that are smaller, like 2 4s, or you could grab one heavier, like an 8. Those are just examples, but something where you either have 1 hand weight or you have 2, 1 in each hand. And make sure it's good for your shoulder. Good. 5. But like I said, we do want to do overhead things with our arms. We don't want to avoid that or it'll go away. Good. 9. And all sorts of compensations come in. So everyone looks good. Now notice your abs are helping you. The incredible wisdom of your body, it's helping you. Even when you're working one part of the body, it's trying to maintain your posture. All right, try 5 more. We need the back of those arms strong. 4, 3, I told you this one is related to hip fractures, because if you were to fall, usually your tricep is what catches you, and if it's not strong enough, you land on a hip. So we are gonna have strong. Nice. And let's do a little balance that's 1 foot in front of the other, add a rotation, and just try to hold for 5. This is a tightrope balance. Keep the same feet. Turn the other way. Don't change feet yet. I'm going to do the other feet position in a minute. Now, when you face me, take the other foot in front. So I've just changed feet. Now turn one way and hold. Keep going, keep going. Now rotate the other way. Keep your feet, but just try to rotate, rotate. Bring it back. Nice. And then we're going to take 3 breaths up. So open up and just inhale, embrace the new day, embrace the wellness you gave to your body. 2. And 1 more. Breathe in. Now you can lift up your tippy toes if you can. Take a huge breath and then just let your hands come to your heart and then take a full breath. When you breathe deeply, that's a way to reduce inflammation. When you exercise, that's a way to reduce inflammation. When you clear your mind, that's a way to reduce inflammation. So just notice how good it feels to have 3 easy tips you can do anytime during the day to reduce inflammation in the body. We'll set that intention of wellness for the rest of the day. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.